There is a really, really crazy Christian Trumpist named Rick Wiles. We've covered him before on the show. Some of the things we've covered are Rick Wiles saying that vegan burgers are a satanic plot to destroy people's souls. He has said that Muslims have taken over America. Hard to imagine, aren't they? Like 0.6% of the population. Some kind of numerology conspiracy proves that Barack Obama is responsible for the death of Supreme Court Justice Antonin Scalia. He previously said somebody's going to die due to gay marriage. Rick Wiles has said that Jews will use red flag laws to take guns from Christians and then kill them. This is truly a religious nut lunatic of the highest order. He is now saying, actually, what we've all been predicting for a long time. If Donald Trump is removed from office, even through constitutional, legal, proper means, like impeachment, there will be violence. This is a Trumpist saying there will be violence from Trumpists if Trump is removed. Yeah, Rick, we know. Take a look at the clip.
If they take him out, there's going to be violence in America. That's all there is to it.
And when we say take him out,
however he leaves, there's going to be violence in America. And I believe there are people in this country, veterans, there are cowboys, mountain men, guys that know how to fight. Okay? And they're going to make a decision that the people that did this to Donald Trump are not going to get away with it. And they're going to hunt him down. I'm serious. They're going to hunt him down. I don't want it to happen. I don't want to see the country go this way. But once hell breaks loose, if these people in Washington think that they're going to get away with it, it's not going to happen. The Trump supporters are going to hunt them down.
Veterans, cowboys, and mountain men who know how to fight, and they will be violent if Donald Trump is removed. Look at the victimology language. The people who do this to Donald Trump, you mean hold him accountable in accordance with the Constitution? Right. The people who do this to Donald Trump will be hunted down by Trumpists with guns who might be veterans or cowboys or mountain men. This is sadly maybe the only time Rick Wiles has made a correct analysis of something that I can think of. He's right. I've said this, and I will actually go even further. I believe that if Donald Trump simply loses the 2020 election, forget about impeachment, forget about the 25th Amendment, forget about any of that stuff. If Donald Trump loses the 2020 reelection campaign and claims that there was voter fraud or fake voters or people voting illegally or whatever, which he will likely do, I think even in that case, Trumpists become violent. Donald Trump has successfully weaponized ignorance in a way that no recent president has done. George W. Bush did it to some degree, but it was nothing compared to what has been done right now. And one of the outcomes of that weaponization of ignorance will be that Trump's followers will quickly turn to violence in exactly the way Rick Wiles is saying they will. This is an unfortunate reality. It's a reality of the political and cultural status quo in which we live, which has been escalated by Donald Trump's rhetoric. The one semi-good argument I've heard about gun ownership is, does the left really want the violent right to have all the guns? We need to get guns too to defend ourselves from the right. Now, of course, in the real world, would more guns really solve the issue? It's dubious reasoning, as we've exposed before, but it is reasoning that I often hear from pro-gun owners, pro-gun ownership leftists, which is the right is really violent. And they may get very much more violent if Donald Trump loses or is removed. Don't we need guns to protect ourselves? Don't we need guns to protect ourselves? Let me know what you think either by replying to this YouTube clip or sending me a tweet at Pakman on Twitter. The question is, how concerned about violence are you, either around a Trump defeat in 2020, around removal via some other means, whether it's impeachment or the 25th Amendment or Trump choosing to resign to avoid impeachment or whatever scenario we are talking about? What is your sense of the risk of violence that exists? I've actually had, I guess I can say, I've had some conversations with individuals associated with law enforcement about this issue. And it is not an unfamiliar concern, at least to the folks that I've spoken to, the potential real physical violence that could happen if Donald Trump, I'm trying to figure out the right way to say it, does not remain president beyond January of 2021, because that could account for removal or simply losing an election that he claims was unfair. Let me know what you think. I do want to hear from you.